Alright, and we are recording. So guys, welcome back to episode 1 of Lone Wolf, the game adventure books by Joe Dever. And with me is Karzie. Last episode...
Hello.
Hello. In the last episode, we went through the prologue and all of the beginning stuff before we do the adventure. This episode, number 1, we're going to begin Lone Wolf. So, page number 1. Do you want to read this since I did the last one?
Sure. You must make haste, for you sense it is not safe to linger by the smoking remains of the ruined monastery. The black-winged beast could return at any moment. You must set out for the salmon-lending capital of Homeguard, and tell the king the terrible news of the massacre. That the whole elite of the Kaya warriors, save yourself, have been slaughtered. Without the Kaya lords to lead her armies, Summerland will be at the mercy of their ancient enemy, the Dark Lords. Fighting back tears, because we're a crybaby apparently. You bid farewell to your dead kids. Well, yeah, that is a proper time to cry. That's not crybaby-ish. That's a proper time. Yeah, our sensei died and we're upset. Silently, you promise that their deaths will be avenged. You turn away from the ruins and carefully descend the steep track. At the foot of the hill, the path splits in 2 directions, both leading into a large wood. If you wish to use your sixth sense, go there. Take right path, go there. The left path, go there. I say we use the sixth sense.
Sixth sense, good choice. Alright, your sixth sense has warned you that some of the creatures that attacked the monastery are searching for the 2 paths for any survivors of their raid. But you can avoid both tracks by making your way through the undergrowth of the woods. If you wish to head south, turn to this page, or if you wish to cut through the heavier foliage towards the northeast, turn to 333. So, obviously if we want to avoid, we want to head into the foliage. Do that.
Okay. You have cut your way through the thick undergrowth for nearly half an hour, when you hear the beat of wings high above the trees. Looking up, you can just make out the shape of a crane approaching from the north. It is one of the monsters that attacked the monastery, and on its back are 2 gray-skinned creatures armed with long spears. These are mountain Giaks, evil servants of the Dark Lords, full of hatred and malice. Many centuries ago, their ancestors were used by the Dark Lords to build the infernal city of Helgadad, which lies in the volcanic wastelands beyond the Derncrag range of mountains. Everyone knows this. I mean, come on. The construction of the city was long and torturous, only the strongest of the Giaks survived the heat and poisonous atmosphere of Helgadad. Hidden by the trees, you freeze, keeping absolutely still as the crane passes overhead and disappears towards the south. When you are sure that it's gone, you move off once again into the forest.
You've covered about a quarter of a mile when you hear shouting and a noise like thunderclaps ahead. Edging nearer, you soon make out a clearing that you recognize to be the site of the ruins of Rormas, an ancient forest temple. War party of Giaks, some 25 to 30 strong, are attacking the ruins from all sides. Many more of the Giaks are dead or dying among the broken pillars of marble, but still they assault whatever is hidden inside. Suddenly, a bolt of blue lightning rips through the front rank of Giaks, sending the armor-clad creatures tumbling in all directions. The Giak, taller than the others and dressed from head to foot in black chainmail, curses at his troops as he whips them forward with a barbed flail. With the weapon ready, you move to the edge of the clearing under cover of the thick foliage and try to catch a glimpse of the defenders. To your amazement, the ruins are being defended by a young man no older than yourself. You recognize his sky blue robes, embroidered with stars. He is a young theurgist of the Magician's Guild of Turan, an apprentice in magic.
Can we just take a moment to look at his robe? He has stars, swirls, all sorts of doodads. It's very...
Yeah, if he didn't have that, you'd think he was like gonna go to sleep or something in a dressing gown.
Yeah, those are like PJs.
He doesn't have the pointy hood. In fact, the creature in the back has got the pointy hood.
You're right. He's got an epic hand, though.
Man, look at that lightning bolt. Look how huge that hand is, man.
Yeah, that's a big hand.
It.
I wouldn't want to be slapped by that.
I was about to say, man, you could slap the enemy with that. Never mind lightning. So, 5 Giaks charge forward, their spears race to stab the apprentice as he hurriedly retreats deeper into the ruins. You see him turn and raise his left hand just before a bolt of blue flame shoots from his fingertips into the snarling Giak soldiers. Also, we can take a look at the Giak soldiers there. One of them is up on the pillar.
Okay.
Close to where you are hidden, you see a Giak scuttle past and climb one of the pillars of the temple. He has a long curved dagger in his mouth and he's about to jump on the young wizard standing below. If you wish to shout a warning to the wizard, turn to this page. If you wish to run forward and attack the Giak when he jumps, turn to this page. If you wish to pick up a chunk of temple marble and throw it at the Giak's head, turn to this page. Or if you rather turn and leave the battle area and run back into the woods, turn to 101.
I want that dagger.
You want the dagger? Okay, so...
I want the dagger in his mouth. We need daggers.
That's true, actually. He's holding it in his hand, though. He's not holding it in his mouth.
Huh.
Okay, so do we want to attack him or dash a chunk of marble, then?
Oh, we gotta attack him. We are full offense.
Okay.
We gotta, like, one-shot him.
Just as the Giak makes his leap, you race forward and strike out with your weapon, knocking the creature away from the young wizard's back. You jump onto the struggling Giak and strike again. Due to the surprise of your attack, add 4 points to your combat skill for the duration of the fight, but remember to deduct it again as soon as the fight is over. So, epic fight music begin now. Whatever music we decided to use.
Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. No. Just go on.
Okay, so, we add all our extra skill, 25
Oh,
versus 9.
God.
Random number 6. Look in the table. We take 1 damage, they take 16. Instant KO. Amazing. Now,
all offense, baby.
So, endurance points are now 19. But if we go to the next page, we heal it back because we're not doing combat.
Upon seeing you emerge from the woods, the Giak officer shouts, "Oh God! Oh God!" to his character. That's racist, okay? You can't just call someone an Ogot and get away with it. Oh, but these were simpler times, okay. To his cowering troops who flee the ruins and run to the safety of the forest. Shaking his mailed fist at you, the black-clad Giak screams, "RANEG, ROGAG, okay?" Orgataka, Okak, ROGAG, Gaj. Before leaving, surveying the scene of the battle, you count over 15 Giak lying dead among the broken pillars of Rumas. The young wizard wipes his brow and walks towards you, his hand extended in friendship. We made a friend!
Yay! RANEG ROGAG okay.
RANEG ROGAG okay?
Okay, man, RANEG ROGAG.
God.
So, he is a young blonde-haired youth with deep brooding eyes. His face is lined with exhaustion and the grime of battle, and his long sky-blue robes bear evidence of living rough in the wilds. He shakes your hand and bows. My eternal thanks, Kai Lord. My powers are nearly drained. Had you not come to my aid, I fear I would have ended my days atop a Giak lance. He is weak and unsteady on his feet. You take his arm and sit him down upon a falling pillar, where you listen intently to what he has to say. My name is Banadon. I am a journeyman to the Brotherhood of the Crystal Star, which is the Magician's Guild of Toran. My guild master has sent me to your monastery with this urgent message. He removes a vellum envelope from inside his robes and hands it to you. As you see, I have opened the letter and read its contents. When the war started, I was on the highway with 2 travelling companions. The Kran attacked us and we lost each other in the forest during our escape. The letter is a warning to the Kai Lords that the Dark Lords have mustered a vast army beyond the Derncrack Grange. The Guildmaster urges the Kai to cancel the celebrations of Faman and prepare for war. I fear we were betrayed. I fear we were betrayed, says Banadin, his head bowed in sorrow. One of my order, a brother called Vonotar, has explored the forbidden mysteries of the Black Art. 10 days ago, he denounced the Brotherhood and killed one of our elders. He has since disappeared. It is rumoured that he now aids the Dark Lords. You tell Banadin what has happened at the monastery, and of your mission to warn the king. Silently, he removes a gold chain from around his neck and hands it to you. On the chain is a small crystal star pendant. What?
I said bling.
Okay, you'll get some bling, yeah. It is the symbol of my brotherhood, and we are both truly brothers in this hour of darkness. It is a talisman of good fortune. May protect you on your road ahead. You thank him and place the chain around your neck and slip the crystal star inside your shirt. Star pendant.
Cool.
Remember to mark this on your action chart. Should we drop it?
No. It's our token. It's our friendship necklace.
Bannerton bids you farewell. We must leave this place lest the Giacs return with more of their loathsome kind to put an end to us. I must return to my guild. I bid you farewell, my brother. May the luck of the gods go with you. So a little note here. Later books assume that you keep the crystal star pendant and ask you if you possess it to see if you ever met Bannerton. It also may or may not be useful in other situations. You may decide whether or not to keep the pendant. Hell yeah, we're keeping it.
Yeah. With a wave of his hand, Banadon leaves the ruins and you continue your mission. He couldn't teleport us too. We have a long journey and this guy can teleport. Or wait.
Maybe he's just waving goodbye.
No, he didn't teleport. Yeah, I thought he teleported. Wow. I can read. Pushing on through the thick woods ahead, you have not gone far when you realize several pairs of yellow eyes are watching you from the undergrowth to your left. Suddenly, a black arrow skims the top of your head. It is a Giak ambush, and you must run as fast as you can to escape it.
As you race through the trees, you can hear the horrible cackle of the Giaks close behind you. Soon the trees start to thin out, and directly ahead you can see a rocky hillside. If you break cover and climb up the hill, turn to this page. If you change direction and continue your run through the forest, turn to 77. So we want to keep our cover in the forest.
Yeah, we gotta be as stealthy as we can.
The mountain Giaks are unaccustomed to pursuing their prey through the forests, and you soon outdistance them, until finally the sound of their grunts and curses disappear completely. Their curses? Fuck you.
Ragnar Gogok, okay?
Fuck you, okay?
Fuck you, okay?
When you are satisfied that they have given up the chase, you stop for a few minutes to catch your breath and check your equipment. With the memory of your ruined monastery still blazing in your mind, you gather up your meager belongings and push on.
Our meager belongings. Just ahead, through the tall trees, you could see clumps of a dark red gallow bush, a thorny briar, with sharp crimson barbs. The common name for this forest weed is sleep-tooth, for the thorns are very sharp and can make you feel weak and sleepy if they scratch your skin. If you have tracking, we don't. You can avoid sleep-tooth by returning to the track, or you can push through the briars deeper into the forest by turning to that page. I say we should avoid it. It sounds like an obvious thing we should avoid.
Keeping a watchful eye on the sky above, you move quickly along the track. You recall that this route leads to Fogwood, a small cluster of huts that have been used by a family of charcoal burners for nearly 50 years. After 20 minutes, you reach the edge of a clearing where the huts are grouped in a small circle. There is no sign of the usual mist of wood smoke which gives Fogwood its apt name, and the huts are unusually quiet. If you have tracking, turn to this page. If you don't possess this skill, prepare your weapon and stealthily approach the huts. So, just for reference, Fogwood on the map, you'll be able to see it. There's the monastery. See Fogwood anywhere here? I don't see shit.
I don't see it at all.
Never mind. I thought I'd at least show it.
Through the open doorway of the first hut, you can see the body of a charcoal burner lying face down on the rough stone floor. He has been murdered, stabbed in the back by a spear. All his furniture and belongings have been smashed and broken. Not one piece remains intact. They smashed his furniture too? This is the evil handiwork of Giaks, without any doubt, for they delight in the destruction of all things. Screw this couch! Okay?
No, the couch was built by IKEA, so it just fell apart.
Oh, okay. A quick check of the other huts reveals a similar story of murder and wreckage. In the last hut you search, you discover a Giak spear. Proof of your suspicions. You may keep this weapon if you wish.
I think we should take it.
Yeah, why not? We could equip both, maybe?
Might be two-handed. Yeah, spears are two-handed weapons.
Well, let's go for the spear then, because we don't have anything in our offhand anyways.
Alright. Cool. No, as in
Okay.
the spear has to be a two-handed weapon, so we can't dual wield with that.
Yeah, I'm saying let's equip the spear because all we have is
Okay, yeah,
the
fair enough.
what. Yeah.
To be fair, yeah, spear
It'll
better than an axe.
Yeah, it'd probably be better. More determined than ever, now to succeed in your mission, you continue along the track.
Ooh, didn't know I can click the picture.
Birdie.
In the distance, perched on the branch of an old tree, is a jet black raven. If you possess the Kai discipline of animal kinship, you may call to this bird. If you don't possess this skill, but don't wish to use it, you have to turn
Bye,
this page.
bird. As you approach, a black bird flies off above the trees and soon disappears from view. You search the tree on which it was perched, but find nothing unusual. Rather than waste any more precious time, you continue off along the track.
Oh, maybe the bird could have told us something important.
Yeah, but we searched the area the bird was at? Who the hell does that?
After a few minutes, walking, you see a stranger, clad in red, standing in the center of the track ahead. He has his back towards you, and his head is covered by the hood of his robes. Perched on his outstretched arm is the black raven you saw earlier.
Oh.
That's a KKK member.
Oh shit! Stab!
It's just saying that it's red to disguise it. That's KKK for sure, man. Look at it. If you wish to call to
Maybe
the
he's
stranger,
the elite KKK.
the ones that use birds to attack people. If you wish to call the stranger, turn to this page. If you wish to approach him cautiously, turn to this page. If you'd rather draw your weapon and attack, turn to this page. Now, what are your thoughts on this?
I think we should approach cautiously. Like, don't get
Okay.
me wrong, we are all assassiny, but we don't need to be killing some random dude and his pet bird.
Fair enough.
I mean, he just might be an innocent dude just chilling with his bird.
Oh, shit.
Oh. You have taken less than 10 paces when the raven squawks a warning to the stranger. Turning to face you, the robed creature, oh, I thought it was a man, utters a piercing screech that freezes your blood and grips your stomach with fear, and you panic. It is Vordak, the lieutenant of the Dark Lords, and one of the undead. Within seconds, a host of Giaks appear at its side and attack you. You fight bravely, but you are greatly outnumbered. The last thing you remember is the icy grasp of the Vordak's skeletal fingers as they close around your throat. Your life and mission end here.
Damn. Our ass kicked?
Well,
Oh.
good game.
Okay. So, at this point, I mean, could have saved that progress. I don't know if we can go back. So I think we need to restart the book, the campaign.
The whole thing? Like, do we have to
Yeah.
re-roll everything too?
No, I think we can keep all that stuff. So restart this book at section.
Okay.
Yes. Hopefully our stuff. Yep, we still got all of our. So we're starting all over
Okay.
again now. So that was a complete fail. So-
Aww.
So what do you want to do to begin with?
Sixth sense again.
Yep.
I say let's just do the same stuff up until we get to the guy.
Fair enough. Here we have to fight again. Maybe this time we won't take any damage. Nope, we're definitely going to take damage.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's only one damage. And it's still a one-hit KO.
We'll heal that.
ROGAG, okay, ROGAG, okay.
RANEG ROGAG, okay?
This. Crack. Spear. 30.
Birdie.
Alright, now we're going to attack this motherfucker. Yeah?
Yep.
You are only 10... Wait, okay, I'll read it. You are only 10 feet or so away from the robed stranger when the raven squawks a warning to its master, who instantly spins around. You are frozen in your tracks by the hideous apparition of a Vordak, the lieutenant of the Dark Lords and one of the undead. You must fight him. Due to the surprise of your attack, you may add 2 points to your combat skill for the first round of combat only. Unless you have the Kai discipline of Mind Shield, deduct 2 points from your combat skill for the second and subsequent rounds of fighting. The creature is attacking you with the power of its Mind Force, as well as a large black mace. Oh crap. So we get an initial advantage. He's got 25 endurance. Crap.
Uh-oh.
You get a little bit of a bonus to begin with. 2, that's not a good
Oh,
number.
I was hoping for that 9.
Now he's going to get the advantage on us.
Uh-oh.
We've still got a better ratio. We need good
Come
numbers.
on,
like
9.
Zero's really good.
Oh, we want low numbers?
No. So 1 is the worst number, and 0 is the best number, I think.
Huh.
This could be one of our boss musics. I'll probably put that in. Like this is.
Oh, yeah. This is a good spot for some boss music.
That's a good number. I'm not gonna take that much down. Yeah, just one. Yeah, the bastard's dead. We win.
Yeah, offense wins. As the creature dies, its body slowly dissolves into a vile green liquid. You notice that all of the grass and plants beneath the smoking fluid are beginning to shrivel and die. A large, valuable-looking gem lies on the ground near the decaying body. Further along the track, you can see a large war party of Giax running towards you. If you wish to take the gem, or you wish to leave it and run.
I'm gonna quickly save
Good
it.
call. Good call.
I don't want to have to redo all this shit.
How greedy do we feel?
It's entirely up to you.
How greedy do I feel? All right, let's try for the gem. Let's see what happens.
The gem feels incredibly hot and burns your hand.
What?
Lose 2 endurance points. God damn it. Alright, so we got a Vortex gem, but we lose 2 points. We'll heal it up later anyway.
Yeah.
You quickly pick it up with the edge of your Kai cloak and slip it into your backpack. A gem that size must be worth hundreds of crowns. But the Giax are very close and the arrow whistles past your head as you turn and run for the safety of the forest. Turn to 2.
As you dash through the thickening trees, the shouts of Giax begin and fade behind you. You have nearly outdistanced them. We are a fast runner. When you crash headlong into the tangle of low branches.
He did that earlier. Didn't he whack his head and lose consciousness?
Oh, now we get to pick a number.
0. Oh shit. That's never a good number for these.
Uh-oh.
You are held by the massive tangled branches and roots. Eventually you free your right hand, grab your axe, and hack your way slowly through the foliage to the clearer forest beyond. Your cloak is torn in several places, and your left arm is cut and badly bruised above the elbow. What if we drop the axe? How can we get through?
I wonder.
Like, if I dropped the axe, would I have said we use our spear? A bit weird. I'm assuming
Yeah,
at this
I have
point,
no clue.
it's impossible for us to have gained more than 2 weapons. So we should, in theory, always have our axe. At least at this point.
Okay. You have been trudging through the forest for nearly 2 hours. The nagging fear that you're lost begins to seem a reality. Apart from the occasional cry of a cran in the far distance, you have seen or heard no evidence that the enemy is in this part of the forest. As you descend a rocky hillock, you see something unusual in the tangled woods ahead.
Surrounded by thorny briars and closely packed roots, you see the entrance of a tunnel disappearing into the hillside beyond. It is approximately 7 feet in height and just over 10 feet wide. As you get closer, you can feel a slight breeze coming from the inky blackness. If the other end of this tunnel emerges on the far side of the hill, it could save you many hours of difficult climbing, but it could also harbour unknown danger. If you wish to enter the tunnel, turn to this page. If you prefer to climb the hillside, turn to this page. What are your thoughts?
What do you think? I don't know. That's a pretty dark and spooky cave. I kind of want to say do the hillside.
But it can save us a lot of time on our journey. And climbing as well. Remember, the Giax of winged beasts.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
We'll
we're assassins. We didn't choose camouflage, though, but we are assassins.
Hey, it's so dark, we don't need camouflage.
Yeah.
Right. It's...
Alright.
You know what, let's save at this point. I want to come back at some point. Alright, let's do this. The tunnel is dark and the air is much cooler than outside. You carefully advance with one hand on the tunnel wall to aid your sense of direction. You have been in total darkness for 3 minutes when you detect the foul smell of a decayed head, similar to rotting meat. If you have a torch and tinderbox in your pack, you may light the torch to see your way ahead. Shit, you don't have one.
Yep.
Suddenly, something heavy drops from the tunnel ceiling onto your back and you fall to your knees. It is a burrow crawler, and you must fight it, for it is trying to strangle you with its long, slimy tentacles. Ugh, look at that thing. Zoom in.
God, that is a nightmare to fall on you.
Fight it.
3.
The show is not good.
We both did 4 damage.
This is not looking good for us.
Uh-oh. Come on.
Oh my god, that's a bad number. That is such a bad number. We're dead. Alright, let's load. Let's go back
This
to the
game's gonna be save scummed a lot, isn't it?
Well, no, because you you know what? I probably will be. I don't give a shit. I'm not clicking back through all the adventure just to get back to this point.
Yeah, no, I agree.
All right, hillside or tunnel again?
All right, let's try the tunnel one more time.
Okay.
Maybe we can beat it this time.
Oh, so I forgot about going down this bit. So it had 17 skill and 7 endurance, and because we don't have a torch, that's why we deducted 3 points for our combat skill, and it was immune to mind blast and animal kinship, so we couldn't add any of them bonuses either. 0. Okay, that's a really good one. 11 damage. We killed it. 1 hit.
Nice.
The slimy creature lets out a long, ghastly death cry and collapses. You are near to panic and scramble to your feet, grabbing what you think to be your belt from the jaws of the dead beast. You can see light in the far distance and you sprint for it as fast as you can. When you finally emerge into the daylight, you fall onto the leafy ground and fight for breath in painful gasps. Slowly sitting upright, you notice that you're still wearing your belt. You had not lost it after all. What you grabbed from the drawer of the burrow crawler was a leather strap with a small pouch and a sheathed dagger.
Dagger!
Oh, we can't carry more than 2.
Get rid of that axe.
Axe. Drop it. We can always pick it back up if we want. And then dagger. Flip it.
Yeah.
You break open the clasp to find it contains 20 gold crowns. You may take both the dagger and crowns if you are able to.
That was dumb of us for us to drop the axe because we could have dual wielded that, huh?
Ooh. And back. I know at some point. Remember there was an option with stuff again. Maybe we didn't. Maybe we dropped something at some point forever.
Well.
Shoot.
Oh well.
We should be able to pick it back up,
It's okay. Our trusty dagger. We've been trained to use the dagger.
So feeling a little better now, you gather your equipment and push on eastwards into the forest.
The forest begins to thin out until finally you can make out a road through the trees ahead. The highway is full of people heading south. Many are wheeling their possessions along handcarts. If you wish to join the refugees and perhaps learn more of what has happened in the north, turn to page 30. If you prefer to continue to move south but under the cover of trees, turn to that page.
Reckon.
We need some peaceful time to heal up a little bit. So I kind of want to say let's join the refugees and just chill with them for a little bit.
I'll play. Right. The people look tired and hungry. They have come many miles from their burning city. Suddenly you hear the beat of huge wings coming from the north. Kron! Kron! Hide yourselves! The cry goes up all along the road. Just in front of you, a wagon carrying small children breaks down. Its right wheel jammed in a furrow. The children scream in panic. If you wish to help the children, turn to 194. If you'd rather run for the cover of the trees, turn to 261. Gonna help him, or let's fuck him.
Well, one of them is almost making the Belle Delphine face. So I kind of want to say let's try to save him.
Oh, okay.
Let's be good people.
Fair enough. You sprint towards the wagon. Sorry, this is yours.
Oh, you sprint towards the wagon. People are running everywhere in panic as the Kran make their attack, carrying their poor victims off into the darkening sky. A large Kran is hovering above the wagon, and 3 snarling Giaks drop from its back onto the startled horse. You must fight them or leave the wagon and run to the safety of a nearby farmhouse. I don't think we could take... Is there, like, multiples, like, fights? Like, if we decide to fight, does that mean we have to fight all 3?
Many times they'll just be counted as one enemy with a higher combat skill.
I'm gonna let you choose this one.
Okay. Well, I'm saving at this point anyway, so we'll try the fight.
Okay.
The ghoulish creatures thrust their spears at you and attack. Fight these creatures as a single enemy. They have a 15 skill. So Giaks are like grunts, so they won't have that much skill even in numbers. Fight. Yeah, extra skill. Combat ratio 8. 7. Oh, this is fantastic. We might kill him in one go. Yep. Did they? They day.
Nice.
They day.
They day.
If you win, you can run to the safety of the farmhouse by turning to 148, or you can return to the woods. I think we're gonna go to the farmhouse.
You want to go farmhouse?
Yeah,
let's go farmhouse. Maybe we'll get some milk or something. I might as well be. Kicking open the door, you dive into the farmhouse. A crane soars overhead, letting out a shriek of victory, a victim hanging in its claws. Getting to your feet, you find yourself alone, but propped against the fireplace is a warhammer. You may take this weapon if you wish. Do we want the warhammer?
We have a spear at the moment. Would you rather have a warhammer or keep the spear?
Do we get to sell them?
I mean, maybe. I mean, it's rare that selling comes across in the game, but...
well, what do you think is worth more, a warhammer or a spear?
What I'd say is, it's always a good idea to have one short-range weapon and one long-range weapon. So, spears are long and fast. Warhammers are long and heavy. Since we've already got a dagger, which is fast, maybe we should have the heavy weapon as well.
Okay.
So
drop the spear, yeah.
So if I'm highlighting it, it says cannot be reclaimed. In other versions that I played, could reclaim it. So check the option to do that. Okay. Grab the warhammer. Okay, carry on.
If you want to stay in the farmhouse, turn to 81. If you would feel safer in the forest, you can make a dash by turning to that. If you wish to search the room further, turn to that. They haven't noticed us. So maybe we should search the room further. Maybe we'll find some more goodies. Maybe we'll find another dagger.
Okay. Most of the cupboards and drawers are empty. Whoever lived here took nearly everything they owned with them. But you do manage to scrape together enough fruit in the cellar for one meal. Make marks on the action chart. So we got 4 useless meals.
After nearly an hour.
It gave us an extra page, by the way, to let us heal. That's always a good thing to remember.
Oh, yeah. So it was totally worth looking around. After nearly an hour, the Kran and their cruel riders vanish towards the west. As the shocked refugees start to emerge from the woods, you can hear the sounds of horses in the distance galloping nearer. You stay hidden and wait for the riders to come closer. They are the cavalry of the King's Guard, wearing the white uniforms of His Majesty's army. Look at that horse. It's like eating something. It's like, or is that supposed to be spit?
Yeah, it's spit.
Okay. If you wish to call to them, go there. If you would rather continue along the forest edge towards the south, go there. Well, do you think we could just like hail these people and be like, hey, we got a message for your king. Can you like either give us a ride or deliver it for us?
Well, we're part of the Kai Monastery, so they should be able to recognize us as well.
Okay, so yeah, let's call to them then.
The officer orders his men to halt and asks you your business. You tell him who you are and how the monastery has been destroyed. He is deeply saddened to hear your news. He offers you a horse and asks you to accompany him to Prince Pelethar, the king's son. You accept, 97. If you decline, 200. And then we'll accept. Get a free horse as well.
You want to accept? Yeah, I'd accept.
Ahead of you,
you could see a fierce battle raging across a stone bridge. The clash of steel and the cries of men and beasts echo through the forest. In the midst of the fighting, you see Prince Pelethar, the king's son. He is in combat with a large gray Gorgaz, who is wielding a black axe above his scaly head. Suddenly, the prince falls wounded, a black arrow in his side. I just want to take a moment to look at that. It's like Cell, but not fully developed.
clash and
If you wish,
cries of men, beasts.
if you wish to defend the fallen prince, or if you wish to run away.
A lot of these options to run away from the fights.
Yeah, they do. I guess let's try to save the prince. Maybe we could just like one-shot him and be done with it.
I'll save again.
Okay.
The creature that you now face is Gorgaz, one of the race of cold-blooded reptilian creatures that dwell deep in the treacherous Mackinac swamps. Their favorite food is human flesh. The prince's sword lies at your feet. You may pick up and use this weapon if you wish. The Gorgaz is about to strike at you. You must fight him to the death. If we take this sword, maybe we can dual wield it.
Yeah, I that's what I'm thinking. I think we dual wield the swords, but I just gotta say this thing has 20 combat skill and 30 endurance.
Yeah, so we're gonna need all the help we can get. Double wielding. Okay.
It's specifically Prince Pelthar's sword. Nice.
Maybe this can be another boss fight music. Seems pretty tough.
This is pretty tough.
We've only got a 1 combat skill ratio. Hopefully it's enough to beat him. Right?
Oh, nice.
Oh, it's too average. We need some higher numbers or a 0.
Oh,
It's pretty even right now. 1, 6. Alright, it's a bit better. Nice. Okay, last one should do it. 1, 0. 8. Okay, that's really good. Yes. Didn't take any damage on that one.
Nice.
Oh, he was immune to Mind
Creature's
Blast.
immune to Mind Blast.
Yeah, that's why combat skill wasn't like.
The giant Gorgaz lies dead at your feet. His evil followers hiss at you and then fall back from the bridge. The prince's soldiers form a protective wall around you, and their dying leader with their shields. Black arrows whistle past your head. The dying prince looks up into your eyes and says, "Ragnar ROGAG, okay?" Kai Lord.
I think we know how we're going to title the episode.
You must take a message to my... Oh, so we have another message. You must take a message to my father. The enemy is too strong. We cannot hold him. The king must seek that which is in Durinor, or all is lost. Take my horse and ride for the capital. May the luck of the gods ride with you. You bid a sad farewell to the prince, mount his white steed, and head south along the forest path. The battle still rages behind you as the prince's men fight off another assault on the bridge.
Well, I just jacked his horse.
Yep. He gave it to us. He's just like, hey, take my horse. Just go.
Suppose. The prince's horse is indeed a magnificent animal, fast and sure of foot. You gallop along the twisting track as if it were a straight highway, until the noise of battle has disappeared far behind you. You are hungry and must eat a meal during your ride. So let's use our hunting discipline. We don't have to waste a meal. After several miles, the path stops abruptly at a junction. There is a signpost, but it has been hacked down. If you use Kai discipline tracking, turn to this page, turn left, to this page, or go right, this page. 50-50.
Left. You have ridden about 3 miles when, in the distance, you spot the unmistakable silhouette of 5 large doom wolves. Riding on their backs are Giaks. They seem to be going on ahead where the path leads down into an open meadow. Suddenly, one of the Giaks leaves the others and begins to ride back along the path, towards you. If you wish to hide another growth, let him pass, or if you wish to fight him. We probably should hide.
Okay.
Unless you feel confident we can take him.
I'd rather hear that.
Okay.
You hide behind some thick bushes so that the Doom Wolf and its rider will not see your white horse. Luckily it works. The beast lopes past.
God, I forgot about the horse.
Yeah, the beast lopes past and vanishes down the track that you've just come along. If you wish to attack the remaining Doom Wolves and their riders, turn to that page. If you wish to press on deeper into the forest, turn to this page. Well, if we were going to avoid one of them, we might as well avoid all of them.
Yeah, we've already started this trip. Might as well continue it.
I I'm not sure what this picture's supposed to be. Why is there an orb with a picture of the Giak riding the wolf?
Maybe you're looking through a crystal ball or something? I don't know.
Right, probably. I don't know.
You ride deeper and deeper and deeper into the forest. Suddenly, you thank the prince for such a fine horse. What the fuck? Just trotting along, going,
Thanks,
I'm glad he died. This is a nice horse.
This is a nice horse. Clippity clop, clippity clop, clippity clop.
For although the ground is a tangle of briars and roots, he never once falters. The doom wolves are soon left far behind, and you bring your horse to a halt. The light has faded fast, and it is almost night. If you wish to press on ahead, go there. If you wish to bear left, the same direction as the path you left far behind.
So if you want to go back, because we took the right path, so if you want to take that left path, then backwards.
I'd say we press on ahead then.
Yep. You have covered about 2 miles, so we've only healed 1 endurance point in 2 miles. When the trees ahead thin out, you can see a small wooden shack on the edge of the lake. A cloaked man approaches you and offers to row you and your horse across the lake for a fee of 2 gold crowns. If you have Kai discipline of 6/10, turn to this. If you accept the offer, turn to that. If you refuse and try to ride around the lake, turn to this. So
we got it 6 cents.
We have to in this case.
Okay.
You sense something is wrong. With fighting all around and the forces of the Dark Lord so near, why has this man stayed in the forest? You feel a strange aura of evil about him and decline his offer. Alright, took your page.
Nah, too evil. Not gonna do it. Night falls and you are soon engulfed in total darkness. To press on would be useless, for you would be sure to lose your way. Tethering your horse to a tree, you pull your green Kai cloak about you and fall into a restless sleep.
Yeah, we still healed up from the restless sleep. You are awoken by the sound of troops in the distance. Across the lake, you see the black cloaked figures of the Dracarim and a pack of doom wolves on their riders. Kron appears from above the trees and lands on the roof of the small wooden shack. It is ridden by a creature dressed in red. The Kron takes off and begins to fly across the lake to where you are hidden. If you wish to use camouflage, turn to this page. If you wish to ride deeper in the forest, or wish to fight the creature. So, we are almost at full health, which isn't that great, by the way. So, it's up to you if you want to fight or not.
I'm going to assume that the creature dressed in red is another lieutenant, because the last one was dressed in red, right?
Good spot. I was about to remind you of that. Good.
Yeah, I actually sometimes have memory, but I still want to say save and let's fight him.
Save and fight.
Yep.
Is this me?
I think so, because it's blurry to me, so I can't read it.
Okay. You stride out to the water's edge and prepare yourself for combat. The Kron and its rider spot you and begin to speed across the lake, barely inches above the surface. The rider lets out a scream that freezes your blood. He is a Vordak, a fierce lieutenant of the Dark Lords. Yep, you were right.
Yeah.
He is upon you and you must fight him. Deduct 2 points from your combat skill, unless you have the Kai discipline of Mind Shield. But the creature is attacking you with his Mind Force, as well as with a huge black mace. Hey, I've got Mind Force as well, you know. Aha, bitch. We've got so many extra bonuses. Oh, crap.
Yeah, it's great, ain't it?
So we're going to insert the boss music here, because...
Uh-oh.
Damn, these are not good numbers. Taking a bit too much damage.
Oh my god, yeah,
I mean, we got a good ratio,
a lot of damage.
But need better numbers. There we go, that's a good
number. Lucky number 7.
Yes.
He has got like 11 every time.
Win the fight. Stage.
You hear the angry cries of the enemy drift across the lake. You must leave here before more Kran appear. You mount your steed and push on further into the forest.
Angry cries. Fuck you. You killed me, you bastard.
Right on, ROGAG! Okay?
You killed me, okay? Just go. Get out of here, man.
Go away.
You have ridden about 2 miles into the tangle of trees when the ground becomes very marshy. Pick a number from the random number table. If it's below 5, your horse has suddenly plunged into thick mud up to its belly. If the number is 5 or above, you manage to steer clear of the morass and may now turn to 189. Okay, so let's see if we actually are stuck.
Let's not lose the horse. Yes!
Yes, okay, so if we were stuck, we pick another random number. If there's 7 or less, the mud engulfs you up to your armpits. Your horse gives one last despairing scream as its muzzle disappears into the bubbling mud. If you scored above 7, you drag yourself onto firm ground, so you lose the horse. If not, then this is your last chance. If you pick any number except a 9, the foul-smelling bog sucks you under and claims another victim. Your life and mission end here, but if you have picked a 9, it turns to 312. I'm assuming here you're going to take damage. But here you lose the horse, and here you'll probably take damage. Oh, lucky us.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't lose the horse. Like every game ever. Oh, you thank your Kai training and your quick thinking, for the bog could have proved as deadly as any Dracum or Cran. You are worried about losing time and push on further into the trees towards the south. Ahead of you, you see a wide path that also leads south.
You spur your horse into a gallop and race down the long straight path. In the far distance, you can just make out the silhouette of Holmgard on the horizon, its high walls and tall spires glinting in the morning sun. Your path joins the highway running from north to south. It is the main turnpike road between the northern port of Tehran and the capital. You set off towards Holmgard, your eyes peeled for Kran in the clear morning sky.
You have ridden several miles and only healed once. You have seen no sign of refugees or of the enemy. You race on towards a high ridge in the middle distance. In the middle distance? You should be able to see the capital from there. As you reach the peak, the sight that meets you on the far side is one of hope. But there is still one challenge you know you have to face.
I think middle distance is like, not the horizon, but like halfway to the horizon.
Okay.
Before you are the tall grey-white walls and the glimmering spires of Holmgard, the city's banners fluttering from the battlements in the fresh morning breeze. Stretching out towards the west, the river Elidil traces its course from the mountains of the Dunkrag range to the Holmgulf. But below the mountain peaks, you can see a vast black army marching relentlessly on towards the capital. To your right, you can see the highway heading off over the rolling plain towards Holmgard. At a gallop, you can make the outer field works of the city's defences in less than an hour, but you would be in the open for most of the time and vulnerable to attack by Kran. Directly ahead of you, a wide river drifts sluggishly towards the Elidil. If you abandoned your horse, you could swim towards the outer defences under cover of the river banks. But there is a final alternative. To your left lies the graveyard of the ancients. These tombs and crumbling monuments to a forgotten age would conceal your approach, but it is a forbidden area. Many are the unnamed horrors there that lie there in a restless sleep, waiting to consume the unwary trespasser. Try your luck with the highway, turn to 202. If you feel you stand a better chance of reaching the capital via the river, turn to this page. Or if you're brave enough to risk the unknown perils of the graveyard of the ancients, turn to 329. This is a major choice here, so I'm going to save.
My opinion is I don't want to lose the horse, but I'll let you choose which one you want to do.
Fair enough. Keep the horse. Go through the highway.
Okay. Urging your horse forward, you gallop down the long stretch of highway towards the capital. After only a few minutes, your horse suddenly slows and finally limps to a halt. You dismount and examine its raised right foreleg. You curse your ill luck, for you see that it has thrown a shoe and it's injured its hoof quite badly. You will have to leave him here and proceed on foot as quickly as you can.
Hey, don't waste that good meat. Make another couple of meals.
Oh, that poor horse. Just leave it out there.
He'll be fine. Bracing yourself for the run, you head off down the ridge at a steady pace. To the west, the army of the Darklaws looks like a giant pot of black ink that has been spilled between the mountains and is spreading into the land below. You have been running for 20 minutes when you catch sight of a pack of doom wolves lining a shallow ridge to your right. If you decide to flatten yourself against the rocks along the side of the road and wait until they pass, turn to 251. If you decide to carry on running, but draw your weapon just in case they attack, turn to 160. Now bearing in mind, we don't have camouflage, so it might be harder for us to disguise ourselves.
So what, you think we should draw our weapon and keep
No.
running?
I'm just mentioning that. I'm leaving this decision to you.
Oh.
We could hide. We've successfully hidden before. But I'm just saying these are doom wolves, and wolves, as you know, have a sense of smell.
Yeah, but we've snuck by them before, even when we were on top of a horse.
That's true, actually. All right.
So.
You want to sneak?
Yeah, let's hide. You're lucky. They do not seem to have spotted you. They slowly move on and have soon disappeared along the far side of the ridge. You continue your run.
Okay. You're sweating and your legs ache. In the middle distance, again, you can see a group of cottages. If you wish to enter a cottage and rest for a while, turn to 115. If you wish to press on, turn to 83.
Oh, my legs ache. Nah, we gotta rest.
Fair enough.
You stumble into the first building and fall to the floor, exhausted. You can smell cooked meat. You notice a small cauldron hanging over the embers of a dying fire, and a large oak table that has been set for a meal. Whoever lived here must have left in a great hurry this very morning. There is water in the jug and a loaf of fresh bread on the table. If you decide to take a quick meal, turn to that. If you decide to search the building, go there. If you would rather leave now and continue on your run, I say we search the building.
Yep. You want to skip over?
We'll find another. Yeah, we don't need the meal.
Yep. You search all the cupboards in the small cottage, but do not find anything of use or value. You decide that you've wasted enough time here and must press on without further delay.
It was a chance to find a dagger. That's all I was looking
Always an
for.
extra page for healing.
You have run about a mile when 3 soldiers appear from beneath a small footbridge. They demand that you halt to drop your weapons and equipment. They are blood-stained and unshaven. Their leader is wearing the tunic of a soldier of a Toran garrison. Let's go for 6 cents.
We're forced to. If there's an option for 6 cents, you pretty much have to use it. But
Good, I'm glad.
to read out the other options anyway.
If you wish to do as they say, go there. If you wish to prepare to fight, go there. If you demand to know what they want, go there.
Sense will tell us. These men are not what they seem. The tunic of the leader is genuine, but it is heavily bloodstained around the collar, as if its true owner had been murdered. Their weapons are not army issue, but expensive and lavishly decorated like the weapons made by the armorers of Duranor. The leader has a crossbow slung over his pack. An attempt to run would be suicide. You decide that you must fight them or you will surely be murdered as soon as you drop your weapon.
Oh, we gotta fight. We gotta fight 3 of them, but 1 at a time.
Yeah, so they're not treated as a single enemy now.
Well,
Do it.
this is gonna be an event.
You want to make this boss music or regular music? Because they are technically grunts.
I say make it more epic than usual music, but maybe not boss music.
Okay. Maybe there's a third choice music. Because our combat skill dwarfs theirs. Oh my god, that's a kill. That's gotta be a kill. Yeah, EK. K is an instant kill.
Nice.
You got slapped up. Oh my god, he might even get killed himself.
Oh.
18 damage, you might as well have been killed.
Yeah.
Pretty much dead on this next round.
Yeah.
4? He's gonna get a couple of licks in. Damage. He's dead.
He just
Last soldier.
punched us as he was going down.
So we can evade combat if we wanted, but we can easily take these guys.
Yeah.
Shit. I'm gonna try to avoid damage. 2 damage isn't so bad. So we're taking 5 damage basically. Refight. That's good.
We'll heal that. The soldiers lie dead at your feet. They were bandits who were stealing from the refugees of Toran and from the abandoned houses and farms in the area. Searching their bodies, you find 28 gold crowns and 2. Aww.
Yeah, we're full up now, so we're gonna leave the remaining 4.
Aww. So we gotta hit up a town and buy some stuff. And 2 backpacks containing enough food for 3 meals. They have been armed with a crossbow and 3 swords. The crossbow has been damaged in the fight, but the swords are untouched and may keep one if you wish. I say we just keep what we got.
We've already got a sword, right?
Oh, we do.
Sword as well.
Yeah, we got a special sword. You adjust your equipment, give a cautious glance towards the west, and continue your run towards the outer defenses of the capital. Turn to that page.
As you reach the walls of the fieldworks, the large oak gates open, and you are quickly hurried inside. A sergeant, bloodstained and battle-weary, calls to an officer who turns and recognizes your cloak. "My lord," he says, "where are the other Kai Masters? We are in desperate need of their wisdom. The Dark Lords press us most cruelly and casualties are high." You inform the brave officer of the terrible fate of your kinsman, and the urgency of your mission to see the King's Council. Without saying a word, he motions to a soldier to bring forward 2 horses. You both mount and gallop off towards the high city wall of Holmgard. Well, we are just running through horses, aren't we?
Yeah! This is our 3rd horse!
Yeah.
You reach the main gates of the capital and stare in awe at the height of the city walls, 200 feet high. The walls of Holmgard have withstood the ravages of both time and the Dark Lords. You and the officer race through the tunnel of the inner gatehouse, 100 yards in length, and finally halt outside the doorway of the main watchtower. Great crowds of soldiers and civilians are running to and fro. If you wish to continue following the officer, yada. If you feel that you stand a better chance to make your way to the King's Citadel on your own, go to yada. I'd say we just continue following the dude. He's like our guide.
Okay. Staying close to the officer, you follow him through the arched portal and up a short flight of stairs to the long hall. Soldiers run back and forth bearing orders on ornate scrolls to officers stationed around the city wall. A haggard and a scar-faced man dressed in white and purple robes of the King's Court approaches you and bids you to follow him to the Citadel. If you wish to follow the man, turn to this page. If you wish to decline his offer and return to the crowded streets. Well, we're right there, man. Let's go to the King's Court.
Yeah. You follow the man into a small library off the main hall. He pushes one of the many books on the shelves which line all 4 walls. You hear a metallic click. Metallic, yeah. One section of the bookcase slowly slides back to reveal a hidden passage. If you wish to follow the man... I wish we could Sixth Sense right here. I really do.
But normally, if there is something bad going to happen anyway, they usually always give you the option of Sixth Sense. I'm guessing he's a legit... Because we're in the main castle, like, main hall. What are you going to do to it? Old man.
We can kill him. Go for it.
You walk for nearly 10 minutes along a dark and winding corridor, and then start to climb a steep staircase to a small wooden door. The man presses a secret catch, and the door opens. You enter a large, plushly decorated bedroom with a huge marble bath that takes up one corner of the room. The man suggests that you refresh yourself here while he seeks an audience with the king. You quickly bathe and change into some white robes that have been left out on a large marble table. Shortly, the man returns and leads you through a long corridor lined with exquisite tapestries. You finally arrive at a large door guarded by 2 soldiers wearing silver armor. You are about to meet the king.
Ooh. You enter the Chamber of State, a magnificent hall decorated lavishly in white and gold. The king and his closest advisors are studying a large map spread upon a marble plinth in the center of the chamber. Their faces are lined with worry and concentration. A silence fills the hall as you tell the death of your kinsman and your perilous journey to the citadel. As you finish your story, the king approaches and takes your right hand in his. Lone Wolf.
His face, man.
Yeah, he's seen some shit.
Look at that dude's eye. How huge and bulging he is. This guy's eyes closed.
He looks like he's like he belongs on a card. Like, you know, just the basic 52 set of cards, that king. Lone Wolf. You have selfless courage and the quality of a true Kai Lord. Your journey here has been a great one of peril, and although your news has come as a grievous blow, the spirit of your determination is like a beacon of hope to us all in this dark hour. You have brought great honor to the memory of your masters, and for that, we praise you. You receive a praise and heartfelt thanks of the entire hall, an honor that brings certain redness to your young face. The king raises his hand and all the voices cease. You have done all that Summerlin could hope for, asked of a loyal son. But she is greatly in need of you still. The Dark Lords are powerful once more and their ambition knows no bounds. Our only hope lies within Durenar, with the power that once defeated the Dark Lords an age ago. Lone Wolf, you are the last Kai. You have the skills. Will you journey to Jornar and return with the Summer's word?
So just say
The
Summer
sword of Summer Sword?
Yeah.
The sword of the sun? Only with that, the gift of the gods, may we crush this evil and save our land. If you wish to accept the quest of Summer Sword, begin your adventure with Book 2 of the Lone Wolf Adventures. Do we even get a choice? I'm pretty sure we have to accept, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we're not going to tell the king no.
So we'll obviously end the LP right here. So, what are your thoughts so far about the book?
I like it. It's a cute little adventure, but every name is like every cliche thing. It's like Gorgax, Ragnars, Hippoglyphs. You know, it's
Yeah. Proper
it's
proper
all
fantasy.
yeah, it's all like adventure speak. But
Well,
yeah, I'm
what do you
digging
think
it.
about the weapons and the combat and all that stuff?
It is typical chaotic dice rolling. So,
pretty much.
you know, it is what it is. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad.
Okay, so pretty average. Fair enough.
Yeah.
So let's end this episode here. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you in book number 2, Fire on the Water. Take care.
Bye-bye.